Welcome to the race brief for the IRONMAN 70.3 TÜRKİYE. Let's go through the schedule. On Friday the 27th, we will have the expo from 10 until 8, merchandise store from 10 until 8, and then registration from 10 until 6. Iron Kids registration from 10 until 6, bike course tour happening at 1, and Parade of Legends happening at 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock, with the welcome banquet and live show from 7 till 10. Saturday the 28th, expo from 9 till 8, as well as merchandise. 9 to 10, official swim training. 10 till 5, registration. 10 till 2:30, Iron Kids registration. 10:30 till 11, last race update online. And 1 till 7, bike check-in. Make sure you get your bike checked in. 3 till 4:30, we'll host the Iron Kids. Sunday race day, transition opens from 6 in the morning till 7:45. Swim start at 8 o'clock till 8:45 roughly. Expo will be open till 6 in the evening, so will merchandise, as well as bike checkout from 2:30 to 6. From 6:30 to 8:30, award ceremony and slot allocation for the IRONMAN 70.3 World Championship in Taupo, New Zealand next year. And then, of course, from 8:30 onwards, it's the Legends Party. Make sure you're there. Let's go through your registration. The times registration is open: Friday 10 till 6, Saturday 9 till 5. Mandatory things you need to bring: an official photo ID, annual license from an ITU affiliated organization. If you don't have one, you'll have to request a day license when registering. A signed waiver received by email or on site. The QR code, which was sent via email as printout or on your phone. At registration, you'll receive your athlete's wristband. Please keep this on your wrist during the entire duration of the race weekend, as it gets you into athletes-only areas. You'll also get your athlete's backpack, bib number and race number, sticker set for bike, helmets, bags, and wristband, a swim cap, and 3 transition bags. The following information is very important. On the reverse side of your bib number is all the emergency medical information we need to know. We need a person of contact who is not racing, so maybe a loved one that is watching and supporting you, and we need to know if you have any allergies, any serious medical conditions and medication that you might be using. This is very important. This contact and medical information, please, must be filled in on the reverse of your bib number. For bike check-in, make sure that all your bags are labeled and you have your stickers on your bike. Make sure to wear your bib number, put it in your bag after entering transition. Show your bike and helmet to the referee so he does not have to touch your equipment. Show that your brakes work and that the chin strap of your helmet fastens properly and securely. Put your bags on the hanger according to your bib number and place your bike on the rack according to your bib number as well. Please don't leave your helmet, glasses, or bib number on the bike, and don't leave anything on the floor next to your bike either. As mentioned, when you register, you receive all your bib number stickers. Your helmet sticker goes on the front of your helmet. Make sure that you have the sticker properly on the bike seat post or saddle post. 3 bag stickers for transition bags and your white bag, an additional sticker for pump or other equipment that you want to mark with your number. There's also a very nice supporter sticker there. Give it to your favorite supporter so that they can proudly support you on the day. Talking about your transition bags, your blue bag, hang on the racks in transition during bike check-in. Please include your bib number, your helmet, bike glasses, bike shoes, bike gear, socks, nutrition, if not on the bike, and sunscreen, or anything else you think you might need for your bike leg. After changing your bike gear, you have to put your wetsuit and swim gear into the blue bag and hang it back on the rack according to your bib number. Helmet and bib number need to be placed inside the blue bags and need to be checked in with the bike, please. Your red bag must be hung on the racks in transition 2 before or after bike check-in. You'll need your running shoes, running clothes, cap, sunscreen, anything else, maybe a change of socks, anything else you think you might need for the run leg of the course. After changing into your run gear, you have to put your helmet and bike gear into the red bag after the bike and put it back on the rack. You will not have access to your red bag on race morning, nor can it be checked in on race day. It must be done the day before. The white bag is known as the streetwear bag. Drop off the white bag on race morning. Look for the white bag signage balloons. Drop-off for the white bag will be on race morning between 6 and 8 a.m. at Transition 1 exit. There'll be numbered containers to drop the bags. They can be picked up in the after-race area just after you finish, and it is the first bag you receive back. Streetwear and shoes only, please, inside the white bag. Please don't place your pump inside there. There is a box inside T1 for your pump, and please use your additional sticker to mark it. Do not put any valuables in your white bag. Your white bag has to close properly. Don't exceed the size of the bag. Timing chips will be handed out in Transition 1 after bike check-in. Chip and strap are handed out separately. Make sure you assemble them correctly, please, before heading to the swim start. Wear your chip on your left ankle underneath the wetsuits. Always wear your chip on race day. No chip equals no time. Athletes not wearing a timing chip is not able to qualify for the World Championship slots. Let's talk about race day. Bike mechanic service available in Transition 1 for check-in and race day. Race bib number is not recommended under the wetsuit, so please don't wear it. Markings on the racks or bags other than the official Ironman stickers are not allowed. Socks or compression socks covering the feet are not allowed during the swim. Calf guards are allowed as long as it's in a wetsuit legal swim. If not in a wetsuit legal swim, nothing below your knee, please. Very important information we need to share with you. Your safety is our primary concern. The medical team will be staffing the medical facilities at the finish line. The Land of Legends medical resources will also be available while you're on the course and in both transition zones. If you're not feeling well on race morning, we strongly advise you do not start the race. If you decide not to start the race, you must inform a race official so we can officially withdraw you from the event. If you start to feel unwell at any point on the day, we urge you to seek help rather than to continue. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You'll not be disqualified for receiving medical evaluation. If at any time during the race you experience discomfort, dizziness, etc., please stop immediately and seek medical attention. A medical evaluation or help getting medical assistance does not constitute an outside assistance, and you will not be disqualified. Manage your health and safety on race day. Race healthy and race smart. Let's talk about your swim start. The IRONMAN 70.3 Turkey will be a rolling swim start. Start time is 8 a.m. Sunday morning. There are limited toilets on the way to the swim start. Please use the ones in Transition 1 and in the buffet area of the beach park. Toilets are marked by huge helium balloons. It'll take approximately 45 minutes to get the entire field across the swim start line. Each athlete's individual race time will only start when they cross the start timing mat located under the swim start arch. The onshore pre-swim start area will be self-seeding based on athletes' predicted swim times for 1.9 kilometers. Please seed yourself according to these time zones by your honest predicted swim time. Water-based warm-up is possible until 7:45 on the right-hand side of the swim start area near the warm-up balloon. This is an overhead shot of the swim start area. At the top, you see the white bag drop-off. On the top right-hand side, transition. Then you'll see the entrance to the pre-start holding area. Just above it are the toilets. Ambulance and medical services are to the left-hand side, facing the shore. Swim start located at the bottom. Warm-up zone to the right, facing the ocean. And then there'll be the DJ and the podium with the announcers between there and the swim exit. Here's the rolling start process. If you swim under 30, look for that sign, 35, 40, 45, and over 45. Find the sign or balloon based on your honest expected swim time and seat yourself in the rolling start pen. Swimmers of the relay team will line up with other athletes according to their expected swim times. Swimming with athletes that have a similar pace like you will enhance your comfort and performance and generally give you a much better and safer race experience. The swim course is 2 loops of 1.2 kilometers. That's the first loop, and 700 meters, your second loop. The first loop, yellow boys to pass on your left shoulder, please. The second loop, red boys to pass on your right shoulder. We expect the water temperature to be around 24 degrees. Official water temperature will be communicated 1 hour before the swim start. Make sure you check the info boards in transition and bring your wetsuit with you just in case. The start is a beach start, and there's an Australian exit, or Aussie exit, that requires you to leave the water, run across the timing mat, and re-enter. Once again, if you feel unwell during the swim, roll on your back, raise your arm, and wave your hand to alert the water safety team. You'll not be disqualified for holding onto a safety kayak. This is what it looks like. The start on the left-hand side, you keep the buoys on your left shoulder, turning left, following the yellow buoys, turning left again, and then the Aussie exit. Now you keep the buoys on your right shoulder, turning right, final right-hand turn, and exiting the course. Swim exit must be reached following the official course. You must cross the Australian exit timing mat. All athletes must cross the timing mat at the swim start. The cutoff time for the swim is 1 hour and 10 minutes of your race time. If you do not start the race or drop out before reaching the swim exit, communicate immediately to medical staff, race director, or staff in transition, not a volunteer. Failing to communicate will initiate an emergency search, and the rescue effort will be paid by the athlete. Transition 1. The distance from the swim exit to Transition 1 is about 300 meters. Bikes are racked on standard bike racks. Blue bags have to be put back on the bag hangers after changing by you, the athlete. The mount line will be marked by a neon-colored line. Please do not get on your bike before you reach that line. So a visual of what that looks like. At the bottom left-hand side, the swim in. Your blue bags will be racked there for you. There are toilets located on the left-hand side of transition, changing area at the bottom left corner, and more toilets along the side. Bike racks are located as seen. Relay bike racks will be at the top of the transition zone, and bike tech and right next to the exit. Medical services located there as well, and your bike out at the top right. Let's talk about that bike course. The bike course is flat and on new asphalt. You have about 8 kilometers on an out and back section towards TÜRKİye before going on 2 loops of about 35 kilometers towards the Expo 2016. There are no technical downhill sections on this course. There are 2 turnaround points. Please slow down and pass them carefully. The turnaround point at kilometer 45 is very narrow. Please follow the directions and take extra care. You have 2 full aid stations that you pass at kilometer 18, 31.5, 55.5, and 68.3. Aid station 2 is in a lay-by separated from the actual road on the course. Please make up your mind early enough and follow the directional signage to enter the aid station. Discard bottles and wrappers only at the aid stations. All aid stations are on the right-hand side. Here's what that looks like in more detail. Again, approximately 8 kilometers inside TÜRKİye before heading onto the road to Expo 2016, where you'll complete 2 loops before returning to the Land of Legends and Transition 2. The bike course aid stations are of the following flow. On the bike aid stations, bottles and food will be handed out by our volunteers. Water in bike bottles of 750 ml fits in standard bottle cages. ISO, Olymp ISO Plus in bottles of 750 ml. Bars, Aptonia cereal bars will be provided. At the front and back of every aid station is the eco or litter zone. Please discard your litter there only. Let's talk about the bike aid stations in a bit more detail. Aid Station 2 on the bike is in a lay-by just after the left turn in the Expo 2016 area. When you see the aid station signage and the helium balloon marking the aid station, please make sure to move to the right if you want to get something from the aid station. Move to the left if you do not need anything and want to pass the aid station. After you've been to the aid station, please be careful when you rejoin the course and look out for oncoming bikes. Now, this is very important. Between kilometer 84 and 89, you will ride on the left-hand side of the road and have car traffic on the other side, on the right-hand side. Some key bike rules. Keep right at all times. Overtake on the left and immediately merge right after completing the pass. A maximum of 2 athletes side by sides and only while overtaking. Please do not cut corners. Do not litter. It is a disqualification. You must know the course. It's your responsibility as an athlete to do so, so download the athlete's guide and have a look more closely. The cut-off time for the bike is 5 hours 30 overall race time. An automatic penalty with no warning if you infringe these rules. It's forbidden to go into the opposite lane. Disqualification. The center line must never be crossed. Drafting is a blue card, 5-minute time penalty. Blocking is a yellow card, 30-second time penalty. All cards must be served at the next penalty box you come to. Penalty box 1 is located in the bike roundabout at 8 kilometers, 40, 50, and 82. Penalty box 2 is inside transition 2. Not serving your penalty is a disqualification. These are the drafting rules in more detail. Your front wheel must be at least 12 meters behind the front wheel of the bicycle in front of you. Once you enter that 12-meter area known as the draft zone, you have 25 seconds to complete the pass by passing on the left-hand side and then merging back towards the right. Within the 25 seconds, once your bike is located next to the bike in front of you, it is their responsibility to drop back. Passing is only allowed on the left, drafting is blue card, passing on the right is a disqualification red card, and blocking, which is riding next to the bike in front of you without passing, is a yellow card. Here is a look at the combination of cards. One yellow card is 30 seconds, blue card 5 minutes, red card DSQ. Two yellow cards is an additional 30 seconds. Two blue cards is 5 minutes plus 5 minutes, three yellow cards, one yellow card, two blue cards, or two yellow cards, one blue card is a disqualification. If you feel unwell during your bike or run, there is a medical assistance at the aid stations. But if you're not near one, stop and let someone know you need help. Anyone can help. Have them alert the nearest aid station or staff member. Please provide your bid number for faster assistance. If you stop the race and quit, you have to inform a referee to reach race command or inform a team leader in the transition area. With regards to our technical service, Shimano is our official bike mechanical service at Expo and in transition area. Pumps and tubes at 8 stations and pumps in transition area. There'll be mobile support, one tech car and stationary service and SAG vehicle on the course. Stationary service at 8 stations can be found at kilometer 18, 31.5, 55.5 and 68.3. Welcome to Transition 2. Please dismount your bike before you get to the dismount line. Bike in by turning left. Rack your bike according to your bike number. Your blue bags will have been brought from Transition 1 to Transition 2. The relay holding area is at the bottom left of the screen, and your run out is at the top right of the screen. And then it's time for your run on this flat and fast course that takes you through the land of legends. More details to come. The run course is a 3.5 lap course. There are no lap bands handed out, so please count your laps and check your watch for your distance. It's forbidden to use headphones or similar devices on the run, and well, yes, on the bike too. Aid stations are at kilometer 1.1, 3.5, 6 kilometers, 7.8, 10.2, 12.6, 14.5, 16.8, and 19.3, so you're never far from an aid station. There is an additional Red Bull station at kilometer 2.8, 9.5, and 16.2. Discard cups and wrappers, please, only at the aid station. Do not litter. There is a tight area on the run course alongside the Venetian Channel in the Land of Legends. Try overtake safely in these 300 meters. Families and friends are not allowed in the after finish area. After finishing, please proceed to the after finish area right away. The cut-off time for the run is 8 hours 30 overall race time from your start time. Here are your run course rules. Red card for taking a shortcut, urinating in public, littering outside the official drop zones within the aid stations, outside assistance, coaching. Well, the coach needs to stay outside the race course. The coach has to stand, no running side by side allowed, and also no riding along the run course next to the athlete. It's forbidden to bring anyone down the finish line with you. The finish line is for athletes only. It's forbidden carrying an iPod, mobile phones, cameras, GoPros, etc. during the run. This is a slide of your aid stations in more details. We'll have the following products on the run aid stations: water in cups of 150 mils, ISO, that's Olymp ISO Plus, also cups of 150, Red Bull, and Coke. Bars, that's Aptonia cereal bar cut in half, gels, Olympifier, Start Energy Gel, fruit snacks, that's bananas and oranges, potato chips, and other snacks. After you finish, please allow some room for other athletes when crossing the finish line. Do not run down the finish line with other people, no family members. This will result in disqualification. After the finish line, you'll be handed a medal and there'll be water. Please remove your timing chip right after the finish. If you need medical assistance, you'll find it in the after-finish area. Food for finishers, as well as finishers' t-shirts and your white bags, can be found directly after the finish line in the after-finish area. Again, after finishing the race, please do not leave the finish area until you're reasonably certain you're okay to do so. If you're feeling unwell, please attend the medical tent to be evaluated by the medical team. You can reach the after-finish area directly from the finish line. The after-finish is an athlete-only area and access is only granted to athletes with wristbands. In this area, you'll find your finisher's shirt, food and drinks, showers, toilets, a massage service, as well as your white streetwear bag. Important information for relays. Every member of a relay team has to go to the registration in person and sign a waiver. The relay biker checks in his or her bike and hands over the timing chip to the swimmer. The swimmer has to line up at the rolling start according to their honest expected swim time. The cyclist waits for the swimmer in the designated relay zone in transition 1. Please be sure to pass the timing chip. The runner waits for the cyclist in designated relay zone in transition 2. Again, pass the timing chip. And again, the timing chip is your relay and has to be handed from one team member to the next in the transition area. No chip, no time. Bike checkout will be open from 3 until 6 p.m. You'll need your athlete wristband to check out your bike. Your blue and red bags will be collected in transition 2 together with your bike. If you have a protest or appeal, after finishing the race, please check your results on the results board or on the Ironman Tracker app. If you have any questions, see our officials at the race office, located near the finish line. Protests will be accepted between 5:15 and 5:30. Protests and appeals will only be accepted with a deposit of €50 or the equivalent in Turkish lira, according to the rules of the Turkish Triathlon Federation. Awards presentation will take place on Sunday at 6:30 at the Chateau stage at the Expo area. Provisional results will be available shortly after the race online via the Ironman Tracker app. You'll be called on stage on the podium by our announcers. You must attend in person at the above time to collect your trophy and or accept your World Championship slot. This cannot be accepted on your behalf. Athletes from Russia and Belarus are not eligible for World Championship slots and or age group awards according to the global Ironman policy. We will commence with slot allocation directly after the awards ceremony. 30 qualifying slots for the VinFast 2024 Ironman 70.3 World Champs in Taupo, New Zealand will be announced and presented. The price for the entry fee is $780, inclusive of all fees and taxes. Slots are divided amongst all age groups based on the number of starters. If a guaranteed slot is not accepted immediately, it rolls to the next highest placed finisher on the same age group. Anyone not claiming a slot when their name is called out will lose their slot entitlement. If a slot is not accepted in an age group, it moves to another age group in the same gender. What if you lose your timing chip? Well, if you do, you can collect another one at transition. If you finish without a timing chip, please report this to the finish line staff as soon as possible as you cross the line. If you've racked your bike but decided not to start, immediately email us on TÜRKİYE 70.3 at ironman.com. If you arrive at the start line but decide not to start, immediately report to the race director or athlete services. If you decide to withdraw during the event, you must report to an official and return your timing chip. Are you ready to show the world that you can be an Ironman 70.3 finisher? If you're not 100% sure you understood everything correctly, we will have a question and answer session on Saturday, October 28th at 10:30 on our social media channels. We'll communicate the link to it days before via the Facebook and Instagram feeds.